I'm Kel of Kel's Work Glass channel. Hi subscribers, new subscribers and people who just popped in to watch. If you could please like, comment, share and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you are notified when I release new videos or go live, I will be grateful, as it helps keep my little channel going and also helps the YouTube algorithm to keep showing my videos. So today we're going to be making a pair of long teardrop earrings using Bargain Bead Box Glacial Glimmer. So we are going to be using, I am going to have to check the actual list here of what's on it because I haven't got the actual bag for this one, but we're going to be using the blue lace agate chip beads. So that's what we're going to be using. So we're going to be using them off this beautiful box. We are going to be using some of the 6mm agate dyed and heated cornflower blue round beads. We are going to be using some of the 8mm crystal faceted round beads in Alexandrite AB. Right, we're also going to be using some Econoflex by Softflex in 0.019 medium in the steel grey colour, which has a test strength of £20, which is a wonderful test strength, which we're going to work off the reel to start off with, and then we're going to cut it off the reel. And we're going to be using we're going to use one Softflex crimp. We're also going to be using a single bellflower, because the other bellflower's on here, in this lovely light blue colour. So that's what we're going to be using. So I've got everything in my little tubs. So my little triangle trays, which are also in this gorgeous blue colour. I'm sorry, but they had to be blue. So let's put this off to the side for now. This is what it's going to look like. So isn't it darling? So let's pull some of this off the reel. Just pull a handful off the reel for now. So what we're going to... Everybody time. It likes to escape from the reel. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to feed on 20 chip beads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull you down so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about my big clumsy hands being in the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this tray off to the side so you haven't got to look at my big clumsy hands so much. Sorry about my nasty cuticles. And honestly, I have actually cleaned my nails. I've just had my hands in the sink. So I do apologise about that. There we go. I've got the bits out from under my nails. So I do apologise about that very muchly. Honestly, no matter how much I clean my nails, I can clean my nails like 30-40 times a day and still had the same issue. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this tray a bit more off because it's really screwing with the focus on my camera. Ever since the new update on the iPhone, the camera has been really funny. And it's driving me nuts. And I mean absolutely nuts. Right? I honestly hated the fact that they did this update. And as you can see, I've got wax on my mat. From where I tried to do a couple of pieces back. And I got wax everywhere. And honestly, the plan for the wax didn't work. and I had to go back to glue. I was trying something different and I had to go back to my GS Hypo cement. So these earrings are going to be more like sisters than twins because of the chip beads. And you'll always get that with chip beads. You will always get sisters rather than twins with chip beads. Because no two chip beads are the same. But the one thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop a second, make sure I've got none of them chips inside my reel, and I'm just going to add to the reel, just before it, I'm going to add a clip, one of my bead stoppers. It stops the beads from going into the reel. I usually do it straight from the start. But I just forgot to do it this time. Right, so we're on our last chip for this side, which I will show you what that looks like in a second. So this is what our chips look like on this side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do this little bit in the middle. My apologies about the coughing. So we're going to do the two crystal faceted round beads in Alexandrite AB. We're going to do so that's the 8 mils. We're going to do the 3 6mm agate dyed and heated cornflower blue round beads, and then we're going to do 2 more 8mm crystal faceted round beads in Alexandrite AB, sorry. So that's what we're going to do now. So here we go. We've got one of the Alexandrites, 2 of the Alexandrites, now we've got 3 of the cornflower blue ones, and I've chosen the lighter ones to match up with the lighter ones here. So we just push these trays up. So there's another one. Come on, little hole, show me where you are. There you are. And there we go. We've got 3. And then our last 2 Alexandrites. Our crystal faceted beads and Alexandrites. Which these beads are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I really do. So that's what our centre section looks like. And look at those cornflower blue beads. Aren't they gorgeous? The agate really has some wonderful striping in them. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get 20 more of the lace agate chip beads to put onto the other side. Yes, this is a long teardrop earring. There's not a lot of body to it because I'm using 49 strand. You can use 7 strand if you want to give it more body. But I wanted something that had got some drop to it, that hadn't got a lot of shape to it. You can do this with any chip beads and any other beads in the centre. And on the top where I had the bellflower, you can use any bead there as well. So it's a pretty flexible earring, to be in all honesty. It's flexible for the beads, it's flexible for the wire. I do apologise if I sound very congested and full of cold. As I'm sure many of you know, I've recently been hospitalised and I'm still not 100%. I'm not contagious. I just still don't feel great. I'm in considerable amount of pain with my stomach and my abdomen and my chest, as well as my back. My teeth and my gums hurt quite a bit, which is honestly considerably annoying. Right, it hurts quite a lot for your teeth and your gums to hurt. And my blood pressure keeps plummeting to the floor, which is very annoying because it means I have to constantly eat. And as I'm sure a lot of you probably find very frustrating, if you're someone that doesn't eat, having to eat is very frustrating. Because I'm one of them that doesn't eat very often. And I found myself today very busy and actually having to have breakfast. And I haven't eaten breakfast since I was a kid. Since I was a young child. So here we go. We've got everything threaded on for now. So we're going to push these up a bit. Not too far, but far enough. And I am going to cut off the wire. So now I'm going to get both ends that I've just cut and I'm going to feed through the bellflower, both strands, and pull it tight. So we've got this. So now I'm going to grab a crimp tube. I finally stopped calling them crimp beads because they're actual tubes. And I am going to add the crimp tube to both wires. I'm going to bring the longest of the two wires back down and through. Just shimmying it through. Even if you have to pull the crimp tube back up to do that. And then pull it down. And then make it the correct size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my previous one that I made, and I'm just going to do a little fiffing and faffing about, which is going to take some doing. Sorry, that was a little off screen. And double check the loops. Yep. They look about the same, don't you think? If I can get that out of the way, they look about the same. So now, I'm going to get my crimping tool. I'm going to put it in the back notch, crimp down, so you get sort of this. On both sides. Honestly, I'm really annoyed about my nails. I had only just cleaned them. So you get sort of half folded, and then I'm going to turn it halfway to 90 degrees, and I'm going to crimp it again. So it felt, well, I would have folded it halfway. There we go. So you get it so it folds in half in theory. Right, I'm going to squeeze it, turn it halfway, and fold it in half. Give it the tug test both ways, because it has actually crimped, and cut the wires off. Being careful not to cut the loop, because I'm going to have to feed this one back through because it's ended up on the wrong side. It's been wonderfully playful with me. Don't you just love it when wires are wonderfully playful with you? And try and do this without cutting my actual loop. There we go, I've got it. And as you can see, we've got a loop. Sorry if that was slightly off camera. So now I'm going to get me my apologies. I'm going to get me a wire and hoop it through. Sometimes you've got to go through and through just to get it to go through. And close off the earring. So now I'm going to place these so that you can see what they look like. Do apologise that that was a bit finicky. And I'm going to zoom you out a bit. So there we go. That is the making of my teardrop earrings using the Glacial Glimmer box and using the 8mm crystal faceted round beads in Alexandrite AB, 8mm agate dyed and heated cornflower blue round beads, and the lace agate chip beads, as well as from my stash a little bell flower on top, as well as soft flex crimps, soft flex ear wires, and Econoflex medium in 0.019 in stainless steel, and that's test strength £20. So if you could please like, comment, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you are notified when I release new videos or go live, I would be grateful, as it helps keep my little channel going and helps the YouTube algorithm to keep showing my videos. And I do apologise that I kept finding things under my nails even though I'd absolutely cleaned them. So I am sorry about that. So I will see you again soon when I release a new video. Bye for now. A little thing I did forget to tell you about Bargain Bead Box is I have a coupon code for $2 off your first month's box, which you are not obliged to use, but if you so wish to use it, the coupon code I'll put up on the screen now is all in capitals KLWG2. So I also have a referral code which I'll put in the description box. So again, let me say goodbye to you and I'll see you in the next video. Have fun and enjoy making with your bargain bead boxes when you get them. Have fun again and enjoy. Bye.
Soundstripe.